Have you ever noticed that some men can look completely calm on the outside while fighting an emotional war inside? The biggest mistake people make is believing that men always say what they feel. In reality, a man in love often becomes the best actor in the room. He hides his emotions, changes his behavior without realizing it, and sometimes even pushes away the person he wants the most. This isn't because he doesn't care. It's because male psychology is built around protecting vulnerability. Today, we're diving into the hidden psychological patterns that reveal what really happens inside a man's mind when he falls in love. A man rarely falls in love the way movies describe it. Attraction may happen in seconds, but emotional attachment grows quietly. At first, he studies everything without making it obvious. He notices your words, your habits, the way you react under pressure, and even the smallest details that most people ignore. His brain begins collecting information because love activates both emotion and strategy. While his heart wants closeness, his mind is calculating risk. This internal conflict creates confusing behavior. One day he seems deeply interested, and the next day he appears distant. The distance is often not a lack of feelings. It's his brain trying to regain control before his emotions become too powerful. One of the darkest truths about male psychology is that many men fear emotional dependence more than rejection itself. Rejection hurts once, but dependence creates fear every single day. The moment he realizes your happiness can affect his own mood, something changes inside him. He starts wondering if he is losing control over himself. Instead of becoming more expressive, he may become quieter. Instead of texting more, he may suddenly disappear for a while. From the outside, it looks like he's losing interest. Inside, he's trying to convince himself that he still controls his emotions. Another psychological secret is that a man often tests emotional safety without even realizing he's doing it. He might share a small personal story, reveal a minor weakness, or mention a past failure. He's watching your reaction carefully. If he feels judged, he immediately builds emotional walls. But if he feels accepted, those walls slowly begin to disappear. Love for many men grows through emotional safety, not just physical attraction. The safer he feels, the stronger his attachment becomes. Here's something most people never notice. A man in love becomes highly observant. He may pretend not to care, but his brain remembers tiny details. He notices changes in your voice, your mood, your daily routine, and even the people around you. This isn't always jealousy. It's the brain's attachment system trying to protect something it now considers valuable. The stronger the emotional connection becomes, the more attention his subconscious pays to everything connected to you. Dark psychology also explains why some men intentionally hide affection. They believe showing too much emotion gives away power. Many grow up hearing that emotional control equals strength. Because of this belief, they may delay replies, avoid compliments, or act less interested than they really are. It's not always manipulation. Sometimes it's self-protection shaped by years of conditioning. Ironically, the harder he tries to appear emotionally unaffected, the more his hidden behaviors reveal the truth. When a man truly values someone, his priorities quietly shift. He starts imagining future situations without even noticing it. Suddenly, decisions include another person. He thinks about places to visit together, problems to solve together, and goals that once felt personal now begin to include someone else. This happens before he even admits he's in love. His subconscious accepts the relationship long before his words do. One of the strongest psychological triggers in male attachment is admiration. Respect affects a man's emotions differently than many people realize. Feeling appreciated activates motivation, confidence, and emotional investment. Constant criticism, however, creates emotional withdrawal. This is why some men become silent instead of arguing. Silence often isn't emotional emptiness. It's emotional defense. When the brain predicts more pain than reward, it chooses distance over confrontation. Here's another hidden truth. A man in love often becomes competitive without realizing it. He compares himself with other men around you. He starts questioning whether he's successful enough, attractive enough, or emotionally enough. Even confident men experience this silently. They rarely admit it because vulnerability feels uncomfortable. Instead, they work harder, improve themselves, or become unusually focused on achieving goals. Love doesn't always make a man softer. Sometimes it makes him more ambitious because he wants to become the version of himself he believes deserves the person he loves. Psychologists have long observed that emotional uncertainty can intensify attachment. When feelings are unpredictable, the brain releases stronger emotional responses while searching for certainty. That's why mixed signals can sometimes make someone think about a person even more. However, healthy relationships are built on trust and honest communication, not on deliberately creating confusion. Real emotional security strengthens lasting bonds far more than manipulation ever can. Perhaps the biggest secret of male psychology is that actions usually reveal emotions more accurately than words. A man may struggle to express love verbally, but he'll often show it through consistency, protection, effort, and attention. He remembers things that matter to you. He checks whether you arrived home safely. He notices when something feels wrong before anyone else does. These actions come from emotional investment, even when the words never arrive. In the end, male psychology isn't about becoming emotionally cold. It's about learning to balance strength with vulnerability. Behind many quiet faces is a mind constantly questioning, protecting, hoping, and feeling far more than it ever admits. The next time someone seems distant, remember that silence doesn't always mean absence of love. Sometimes it's simply the language of a heart that's still learning how to speak. Understanding these hidden patterns doesn't just help you understand men. It helps you understand how fear, trust, and emotional safety shape every human relationship. And once you recognize the psychology behind those silent behaviors, you'll never look at love the same way again.